An annuity is a bunch of equal regular payments or structured payments that are made like every month or every year. Let's say, for example, that you win the lottery. The lottery guy comes to your house and says that you have to choose between getting $1 million right now in one lump sum or getting an annuity of structured payments of $50,000 a year for the next 22 years. Which do you take? Or similarly, let's say that you were injured on the job or whatever, and you were awarded an annuity of structured payments of $50,000 a year for the next 22 years. Now, perhaps you want to sell your annuity, the payments, to somebody and get a lump sum of cash today. Is it worth $1 million or more or less? What you're trying to do is determine the present value of an annuity. In order to do this, the first thing you have to do is to choose an interest rate. Money is generally worth less in the future, right? So that $50,000 payment that you get 22 years from now isn't going to be worth as much as it is today, because probably stuff is going to be more expensive then, right? So you have to guess an interest rate. In this case, you're guessing the rate of inflation for the next 22 years. It's almost impossible, but let's say you think it's going to be 4%. Now you have to figure out what is the present value of $50,000 times 22 years, or 22 payments, discounted by 4%. And then you compare that number with the $1 million. There are two ways of doing this. You can use a financial calculator or you can use an annuity table. Using a financial calculator is pretty easy. First, enter N. N is the number of compounding periods. In this case, it's the number of years. We said that it's 22 years, so press 22 and then press the N button. Next, enter I. I is the interest rate per period. In this case, it's the interest rate per year. Press 4 for 4% and then press the I button. Next, enter FV. FV stands for the future value. It is 0. You want to know the present value, not the future value, right? So you push 0 and then push the FV button. Next, enter PMT. PMT is the payment. You're not making a payment, you're getting one. So you have to show a negative number. Press 50,000 and then press the CHS or change sign button. Then push the PMT payment button. Push the PV present value button. Your financial calculator will then calculate the answer. In this case, it's $722,555. This means that 22 annual structured payments of $50,000 each is only worth $722,555 of today's dollars. So in this case, you should take the $1 million from the lottery guy in one lump sum. Now let's look at how to do the same thing, find the present value of an annuity using an annuity table. On the top row of an annuity table are the interest rates, and the column on the left is the number of payments. What you do is find the table. On the left, find the number of payments. In this case, it's 22, so go to 22. And at the top, find the interest rate. In this case, it's 4%. Next, find where they meet. In this case, it says 14.4511. Next, you multiply this number, 14.4511, times the payment of $50,000. The answer? The same thing. $722,555. So again, you would take the $1 million from the lottery guy in one lump sum because it's greater than the $722,555. Copyright 2008 by TeachMeFinance.com. All rights reserved.